produce some of the best and most entertaining Test cricket sides ever. And guess what? Next up, we're going to show them to you.
Welcome to the highlights of the opening day of this Cornhill Test match at Trent Bridge. We've had 4 good matches so far, 2 of them very exciting at Lord's and at Old Trafford. And the England side is confirmed here. This is the way it looks. Michael Atherton, Nick Knight, John Crawley, Graham Thorpe, Graham Hick. Then White, Russell, Watkinson, Cork, Illingworth and Fraser. Recalls there for both Hick and Illingworth. And the West Indies, we've noted their injury problems. They have many changes there. Williams, Campbell, Lara, Richardson, Atherton, Chanderpaul, Courtney Brown, Bishop, Benjamin, Walsh and Danraj. And the 2 captains, Michael Atherton and Richie Richardson, went out to the centre for the toss, and then they talked with Tony Lewis.
Morning, Mike. You've won the toss, and what's the decision?
Well, Will bat looks a pretty good deck and hope to try and get some runs on the board.
And how have you settled your side?
We've left Mark Ilott and Alan Wells out there, 13.
How's your back?
It's all right. Get twinges every now and again, but I'm holding up.
Doesn't sound as though there'll be any problems there for either Michael Atherton or Richie Richardson. Just confirming that England won the toss and batting, and Nigel Plews and Cyril Mitchley are the umpires standing here. Third umpire is George Sharp. We join play now with the first ball of the second over. Ian Bishop is the bowler. Michael Atherton, the England skipper, is taking strike. No wickets down and no runs on the board.
That's the first test for Courtney Brown, very wide down the leg side. Signalled as 4 byes by Cyril Mitchley. Very wild delivery. And Courtney Brown, keeping for the first time in this series, saw it move further and further away. He's a tall man, Courtney Brown, couldn't reach it. And the first run's off the bat. Michael Atherton just guiding that all the way down to third man.
Yes, he just relaxed the hands here, played it sort of semi-defensive, let it run off the face. Wasn't totally sure where it was going, but he was in control. He knew it was going on the floor.
Loose.
Well, that was a dreadful shot. It just came out of nowhere. Nick Knight played nice and safe and sound until suddenly he has a rush of blood. I think that will have encouraged Courtney Walsh, that sort of shot.
A gentle chase round the boundary for Ian Bishop. 2 more runs. Big appeal. That was the slower ball again from Courtney Walsh. That's the way that Nick Knight was out in the first innings at Old Trafford. The slower ball deceived him. And he's managed to get a bat on that one. That'll be 4. Just played really with the swing by Mike Atherton. Nothing more than a guided shot. Nicely timed, let the ball come to him and just helped it on its way. Nice comfortable start so far for England.
Between the slips, Chanderpaul and Williams, the 2 men at second and third slip. Rajendra Danraj. Easy, comfortable shot. Straight out of the textbook.
Yes, I just feel with Nick Knight that something's got to happen in his batting at the moment. He needs a slice of luck, maybe an inside edge that goes for 4 or anything, just to get his score moving. He's stuck a bit.
Well, no doubt about that. Had plenty of time just to pick his spot. It's a slow pitch here at Trent Bridge today, and if Danraj is going to drop short, then Mike Atherton is going to take full advantage. Lovely shot from Mike Atherton. Pure class. Just timed away and hit dead straight down the ground. Takes Mike Atherton on to 36 and England on to 50.
Well, there's just no margin for error for any bowler, particularly the spinner who bowls it much slower than the seamers. I think you've got to set a field and try and get the batsman driving through the offside.
Hooked up and safely.
Well, attempted to bouncer off a short runner, but you're going to have to bowl a lot quicker than that if you're going to bounce anybody on this pitch. I mean, Michael Atherton didn't have to get in a perfect position to hit that well. No real pace or bounce in this pitch, and to really surprise a batsman, you're going to have to put some work into it.
Ooh, a slice of luck there for Mike Atherton. Picks up 4 runs for it. But Kenny Benjamin looked to beat him for pace.
Yes, we said through the series that Kenny Benjamin has the ability to kind of skid it onto batsmen and just surprise you a little bit. No great bounce in that, was there? He was only going to clip top of off stump, maybe. If Michael hadn't inside edged it, it's just that it skidded onto Michael a little bit quicker.
Beautifully played, just used his feet. Made what little ground he needed, hit it on the full toss, and found the gap perfectly.
Keith, you've been playing long enough. Always the second bounce.
One of the very few times you would see Keith Atherton, I think, misfield. He recognized he's made a mistake. The ball does turn away on the second bounce. A right smile from him when it passed him.
And the 100 comes up. One tonight, 100 for England without loss, night 29, and Atherton 66.
Mike Atherton, since he's been captain, he's done everything really that could be asked of him to set the right example. That's beaten everyone. Racing away to the boundary. That's got away behind square on the offside. Chanderpaul giving chase, but to no avail. It's going to be a long wait for Graham Thorpe. Listed to come in at 4.
Very welcome. Next night now. on 244. He didn't pick it, but got it away for at least 2. Three runs for Knight, 3 fielders for the Windies. Still counts. So it's the one he didn't pick. It's just gone away, just meant to be the wrong one. Might have turned a fraction. And Richie Richardson, 2 others doing the chasing. Shot before. So in the last couple of overs he's unleashed 2 very good boundaries to take him to his half-century. His first one in Test cricket. The first time he hit Atherton away over mid-wicket, and then off the front foot he's crashed Benjamin away to take him to 51.
Fine shot. Straightforward enough as a full toss from Danraj, but nevertheless nicely timed away.
The day's been that sort of day. It's just gone along. It's very hot. There's been nothing great happening in the cricket. Just England have gone along steadily.
That's got him. Surely that's got him. Nick Knight leaving the ball alone. And adjudged LBW to the bowling of Kenny Benjamin. The first England wicket falls at 148, and Nick Knight's careful vigil ended on 57.
Well, I was saying this afternoon that I felt on this pitch it would have to be a miscalculation by the batsman. I couldn't see the bowlers making the ball do anything unusual, and that's as plumb as you'll get on the back foot. Just total miscalculation, just let it go. Getting somewhere around middle and off. Nice steady innings, giving England a very, very good platform. But I think in some ways, I don't think they'll be that unhappy that he's done a good job, that he's actually out. I think England will probably want to get the scoreboard just ticking over a little bit more. New batsman is John Crawley.
That's found plenty of space at deep wicket. Carbon copy of a shot that Mike Atherton played this morning when Danraj dropped short. This pitch is slow enough that really once the ball is short from the slow bowlers, the batsman can just place it where he would. That's a good shot. Nice piece of work too. Right out on the edge of the field there from Brian Lara. Fine shot. Rose to that challenge. Could have been a passing wasp, could have been a passing cricket ball.
Yes, I like this shot. He was into it very quick, was John Crawley. There was nothing half-hearted about it. It was almost as if he was expecting one eventually, and when it came, he was really going to go after it.
Well, he's found the gap at mid-wicket. Enough to get him 2 more. Two balls left in the over, and I'm sure Mike Atherton will be very happy just to add this extra run within those 2 balls. Oh, so close. Close to the hundreds, close to a nasty little nick as well.
It's an extraordinary shot, really, though, on 99. He's already had 199 in his career. And this sort of pitch is made for him to get 200 if he wants.
That's a great shot. Right on top of that one, John Crawley. Really just punched it through that offside.
Well, I think this is as good a shot as we've seen today. It's from a batsman who's just come in, remember. So he hasn't had the opportunity to get the pace of the pitch or get used to anything. That was a gorgeous shot.
That'll do nicely. Just had to scurry at the end, but that's Michael Atherton's 100.
Caught him. Brilliant catch. Superb catch at first slip. John Crawley goes for 14. Stuart Williams, the catcher. Kenny Benjamin enjoying success. 179 for 2.
Kenny Benjamin is known as a wicket taker, and here he's bowling just maybe short of a good length, a little bit more bounce than Crawley wanted, and coming off a genuine edge. Stuart Williams moving nicely to his right, taking it where I suppose second slip would have been.
Graham Thorpe is the incoming batsman. So that's a very good catch, and the second wicket down, 179 for 2 wickets.
Ian Bishop, I think, having a change of boots. This is the second time he's had this happen today. Hot conditions, so you need to be comfortable.
Edged away, very fine. Ian Bishop's got his boots on now, but won't be able to catch it. And neither was Stuart Williams able to launch himself from first slip. Genuine edge from Mike Atherton. Well, he's got the new boots. If he runs out of hats, that's where to get a new one from. All stock must be cleared before the end of the Test match. Oh, beautifully timed. That really was a sweet shot.
But this is just excellent timing, just short of a good length, outside off stump, and Mike Atherton immediately onto the back foot and just timing it off the middle of the bat sweetly.
That's a fine shot. Ian Bishop has not really loosened up for this spell yet. That one didn't swing. And Graham Thorpe happy just to thump it down the ground. That's a lovely shot. You don't see many better shots than that for timing, placement. Many a coach in the country will be applauding that shot for the straightness of the hit and the ease of the shot. That boundary also bringing up the 200. It's taken England 328 minutes, the best part of 5.5 hours.
That's tight. That is very tight. That's brilliant work by the fielder at mid-on. And Atherton wasn't expecting it. The fielder had to run on an angle, and Atherton, well, if not loafing, wasn't giving it everything in the big ones. Well, Atherton has a problem. Another England wicket goes down. Atherton run out at Old Trafford and now run out again at Trent Bridge at Old Trafford when the team was chasing runs. And here after he'd made 113. It's a great ovation for Michael Atherton, well deserved too. He's batted right through from the start of play until 5:35. And the night watchman comes in now, Richard Illingworth, still with 8 overs to play today on a beautiful batting pitch and in the most perfect conditions imaginable. 206 for 3. Always difficult when the main batsman in the pair has a night watchman in with him. Too many more of those and we'll have Angus Fraser out there.
Beauty. He's got him. Well bowled. He's got him. Yeah. Must have been a very, very faint nick. Graham Thorpe waiting for the umpire's decision. That was beautifully bowled by Ian Bishop. Lovely line and length. He's been aiming at round about middle and off. Just got it to leave the left-hander. And that's great delight for Ian Bishop. He thoroughly earned that by a good line. He's been bowling at Graham Thorpe.
Now then, we have a problem. Who comes out now? I would think it would have to be the original batsman, Graham Hick.
Well, that's quite right, Richie. You can't have two night watchmen in on such a benign, easy pitch.
Great stroke. Illingworth has been passed on the outside edge half a dozen times out there, and that was a good one. One more run added to take the total at the end of the day up to 227 for 4. So both sides will be reasonably pleased. Michael Atherton should be pleased that England have done as well as they have, and West Indies that they fought back so well. And after play, I talked with the England captain, Michael Atherton. Michael, well played. That was a good performance.
Yeah, I was pleased to get 100 and I haven't had one for a while, but I was disappointed to be run out because I was looking to get a big score, really.
You were run out at Old Trafford as well, but you don't actually make a habit of it.
I try not to. Geoffrey Boycott keeps giving me plenty of ribbing. He says I'm catching him up on the number of run-outs, but it's only the 3rd time in my Test career, I think.
You've got a long way to go. What about the pitch out there?
Oh, it's a good pitch, very flat. Good pitch for batting, and you know we hope we can make full use of it tomorrow.
Michael Atherton justifiably happy at the way things went today after winning the toss. A very, very good toss to win, and England have finished up in a good position. And now, with his ideas on the overall picture of the day, here's Geoffrey Boycott.
Well, for 2 sessions it was all England. They took full advantage of a very placid, easy-paced pitch. No pace, no bounce. First time for 17 Test matches that the openers for England have given them a really good, solid start. I thought Michael Atherton in particular played really well. He looked comfortable against the spinners and the seam. In fact, I counted only twice did he play foolish shots. Nick Knight, well, he was slow and careful at the other end and he was a good foil. England were in great position at tea and then they lost it a bit. West Indies, through a lot of character, fought back, took wickets, and by the end of the day, England will feel, well, we're in control, but not as much as we'd like to have been. So tomorrow, with the new ball available, there's still got a bit of work to do and West Indies could get back into the game.
Thanks very much, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Boycott with his ideas on what happened today and what might be coming up tomorrow. Well, I think it was a good day's cricket. It was slow, but an excellent stand between Knight and Atherton got England away. The century from the England captain, following on the win at Old Trafford. That will make everyone happy in the England supporters section. And the way the game finished up, we could be in for another very, very good game of cricket.